They chased me half a mile before they woke up that their bikes wasn't under them. Oh, hello, Mrs. Morris. Could you spare me a minute, please?
What's the problem?
How old would you think I am, Mrs. Morris? Go on, have a guess.
Well, I don't have to. I've read your file and I know how old you are.
Oh, but I don't look it, do I? No.
No, I don't suppose you do.
Well, will you stop them young'uns, Mrs. Morris, from treating me like a silly old geriatric and I...
Oh, come on, Gran, are you helping me or not?
Oh, hear that, Mrs. Morris. I'm sick of it.
Would you mind opening the gates to the kitchen? We've got another pickup to do.
All right. Don't you worry. Either their turn or come. As you know, we're getting 3 trainees today.
Yes, I'd heard. Looking forward to helping them.
Yes, well, as long as that's all you do. I don't want them drawn into prison politics or shown any shortcuts to maintaining discipline. They're at a very impressionable stage of their training, and if anyone gives them bad advice...
You needn't worry, Governor. If I see anyone doing that, I'll put a stop to it quick smart.
Yes, well, show them in, would you?
Mrs. Morris?
Oh, come on. Mrs. Reynolds, these are our trainees. Delia Stout, Rodney Adams,
Been looking forward to meeting you for a long time, Mrs. Reynolds.
Really?
Yes, heard a lot about your methods at the training school. In fact, I asked if I could be sent here so that I could train under you.
Well, I hope I don't disappoint you. Now, Marty?
Mrs. Reynolds?
This is my deputy, Miss Ferguson. I think you've met Mrs. Morris's son, haven't you, Miss Ferguson?
Yes, we bumped into each other last time I was on leave.
Will that be all, Governor?
Yes, I think so. Well, let me start by saying welcome. Now, as you know, Wentworth's a high-security prison, but many of the inmates are here simply because there isn't room for them anywhere else. So you'll be
You
dealing
mean that
with...
some of the women are potentially Blackmore material?
Yes, but many of them should be in low-security centres.
Like Barnhurst?
Yes, like Barnhurst. So you'll be dealing with a wide cross-section of the criminal community. Do you have any questions?
Well, how are they likely to treat us? As trainees, I mean.
Mrs. Morris? Well, they'll test you out, all right. First couple of days, they'll be looking for any weaknesses you might have. In fact, you could have trouble with your name, Delia.
Oh, don't worry, I'm used to it. Stout by name, stout by nature.
Good. Well, if you can laugh about it, you should be all right. In fact, after reading your training reports, I think you'll all do very well. No, I don't think so. She's already had 2 visits this week. Well, they can do that through a solicitor. Sorry.
Balzano?
Trying for another visit. Now, where was I?
You called the department to ask.
Oh, yes. As I told you, I asked them to send you to another prison for your training period. Not because I don't want you here, quite the opposite, but because I am worried about the mother-son working relationship.
I know what you mean, Mrs. Reynolds, but it's definite now, is it?
Don't worry, they knock me back. In fact, they usually do, don't they, Meg?
Well, what are we going to do about the women? I mean, there could be trouble when they find out about the family connection.
Yes, one of my main worries. I think, how would you deal with it, Marty?
Well, if we don't try to cover it up and just tell them, it might catch them off guard. Or is that being naive?
I hope not, because that's exactly what I was going to do. I think we might have officer material here, Meg.
Oh, don't ask me. I'm still getting over the shock.
All right, let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, take it easy with the muscle, Rose.
Well, at least I'm doing some work.
Well, at least I'm doing some work. What's the matter with you, Grizzle Guts?
Me? You stupid buggers have been giggling like a bunch of virgins all morning.
Oh, come on, I wouldn't know how.
Come on, Rose, we're just having a bit of fun.
Oh, yeah, but what about?
What's the big secret?
It's a warrior secret. And like I said, if you want to play their game...
Fixed and it wasn't bloody...
Hey, wait a minute, what's the hurry?
Ida, fair dinkum, I'm going to use her head for a footy if she don't start behaving herself.
Where is she?
Hiding stuff she nicked from the kitchen. No joke, she has got enough to get us through the next World War.
Good old Auntie Eyes.
You don't let her get caught. You told her where to put it?
Well, you can stick your warriors.
Oh, come on.
No way. Wong said you was going soft, and I reckon he's right. In fact,
I don't reckon the conquerors would want to know you.
Sorry to interrupt, ladies. Hey. Whoa, 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 hey, look at this. Wow. Was that for Mrs. Morris or me?
Oh, well, I don't mean to be rude, Mrs. Reynolds, but you and Mrs. Morris can leave if you like.
Don't be awful, Alice. You'll scare the nice gentleman away.
Our new trainee staff members, ladies. Miss Stout,
I've heard all the jokes before, ladies, so don't bother.
Mr. Adams, and Mr. Jackson, who also happens to be Mrs. Morris' son.
Oh! Don't suppose you've ever thought of me as a daughter-in-law before, Mrs. Morris?
Sorry, Rita. No, not today.
Oh, God, not another wedding. I couldn't stand it.
Come on, ladies, move along. The fun time's over. This is exercise period, not... Come on, move along. It's best to keep them laughing, don't you think, Miss Ferguson?
Oh, yes, definitely. A smile never hurt anyone.
At the school, Mr. Murphy said that officer-prisoner relations are always best when you keep them happy.
Very wise man. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work that way. You may have noticed their reluctance to do as they're told.
Oh, yes.
There is a little trick that I've learned over the years. Perhaps I could show it to you.
Yes, please.
Move it!
Keeping him all to yourself, eh, Miss Ferguson? Huh. I think I might go outside now. Come and read.
Maybe you wouldn't like the idea of a ready-made family anyway, Rick.
You never thought of that.
Good God, what's that? Makeup or bruising?
Oh, give it a go. I think she looks very nice, don't you, Mr. Adams?
Outside. And Jenkins, stand by the vegetable patch. You'll keep the birds away. Not exactly textbook method, Mr. Adams, but it works.
What'd she say it for? She ought to talk. She's got a face like a bashed in dunny can.
Come on, you can't brood over that all day. We've got things to do.
Come on, you two, come and join in the game. Now listen, when Lexi gets back with the package, Lurch and me'll stack on the glue, okay? Nothing heavy, just push each other around a bit. Okay, Lurch? Lurch?
Wake up, Australia.
Oh, what? Hey, all right, well, look, come. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, well, don't take the book.
Is she going to be any use to us or not?
I don't think so. I think she's in love.
Who with?
Never mind. Isn't it romantic? I mean, first there's Merv and Mrs. P, and then there's Steve and Jules, and then there's Ida.
Let's go get it. Don't worry, I'll fix it.
All right.
Like a bunch of kids with their secrets.
Oh, come on now, don't you wish you knew what they was up to? But you will mess around with that Jan and Kath.
I'm not. I told Rita that. But I'm not going to be told what to do by her either. I'm doing my own time in my own space.
Your own space, eh? Fancy that. Well, it's up to you, lovey. But your own space can get pretty bloody lonely. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Ta-ta.
Look at the freak, will you? Geez, I wish I had a camera. She's smiling.
I always reckon a job like this would be no good for a married bloke. What do you reckon, Mr. Jackson?
Seems a little unfair. Why not?
Oh, geez, all the rotten hours you have to work. Hey, you're not married, are you?
The girls over there want the medicine ball, Jenkins. Why don't you take it over to them?
That bunch of wimps, they wouldn't know what to do with it.
Why don't you show them? Toughen them up a bit.
Oh, all they do is pass it around. Well, I reckon it ought to be played like